Thursday night, the iGrow Network Blueprint webinar. This is Vaughn Tarver coming to you from the headquarters here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Folks, this is a great place to be, although it's getting pretty chilly up here in northern Idaho. But before we get started, I want to say hello to all the people over in Asia that have joined us tonight. We are glad to have you. It's actually early in the morning there. And to the people that we have over in Australia and New Zealand, welcome to you, and all our partners over in Europe as well. We've got a great program set for you tonight. It's going to last about 30 minutes, folks. I want you to know that this program is geared for the new listener to come in and see this program A to Z. You're going to be blown away. I feel pretty sure about that. So with no further ado, let's get to the top of the program, and I'd like to introduce you to our CEO is going to do this for us tonight, Mike Green. And Mike is a great guy and one of the hardest working guys I've ever been around. I've been working side by side with Mike now for 2 years, and he is passionate about what he's doing, folks, because he knows what we've got a hold of. And no better person to do that than somebody that is a professional businessman like he is. He spent 18 years in banking, 14 years of running casinos. The cool thing about Mike, and what I enjoy working with him so much about, is he's got 21 years that's intertwined in there in direct sales. Why is that important to us? Well, that's important to us out in the field, guys, because he understands what we need. And he understands where we're going, what we need, and more important to all of us, how to get there. So with that said, Mike, come on.
Hey, Vaughn, thanks for the introduction. And I got to tell you, it is a blast to be surrounded by so many people that work so hard on this project. It's taken us a lot to get where we're at. For those people that are joining us for the first time tonight, all I can tell you is, nobody slapped this together, in a garage overnight. What we've got to share with you tonight has been well thought out, well planned, well orchestrated, and we are just now getting to the starting line. I'm going to come back and share some information with you about iGrow Network, about iGrow Speed and Speed Pro and Pro Plus, but before we go there, I want to bring on Lawrence Sowell, the CEO of Intuitive Technologies, and let him share with you the excitement. You can hear this from the visionary himself. This is his baby. The social network is really what was brought to us from a brainstorming session. He was flying down, I think it was I-80 in Nevada. But guys, what he has put together for us is unbelievable. It's never been done before, but I don't want to give it all away. So Lawrence, are you with us tonight?
I'm here, Mike. Can you hear me?
Beautiful. We can hear you loud and clear. Buddy, explain to everybody what the heck you did.
Where do you want me to start?
I don't know. How about social media?
Sure. So, yes, this all started with the idea of social media and just what social media has done in the last, I want to say, 7 or 8 years. It's really taken over the planet, if you would. Over 2 billion people in the world right now are using social media. But what makes this really unique is the fact that we're bringing e-commerce into social media, and that's really where the premise of this idea started. And over the course of the last few years, it's changed and morphed and everything that it's done, but it's kind of really found what it's going to be and what we see as the vision of this product moving forward. And so with social media and e-commerce, we've just recently made the announcement that we're also including travel. Social media and e-commerce, that product is there right now, available. You can shop, you can do social activities, but the travel section, we're expecting for that to come out next week. And I want to make sure everybody understands, I'm saying expecting for that to come out next week. Things do happen. We could end up in testing longer than that. It could be the week after, but our target goal is to bring travel out next week. So Mike can go ahead and go to the next slide. So combining that.
Hey, Lawrence.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Lawrence, can I jump in here real quick? Because I just want to make sure that the folks who are joining us for the first time really grasp what we're talking about here. We're talking about huge industries here. I mean, close to 3 billion users globally. I mean, you're talking almost 2/3 of the globe are already on social media, and this company, Intuitive Technologies, with our social network, has tapped into a huge industry. e-commerce and travel combined. I mean, 1.71 trillion. I mean, if you can imagine just tapping into this company, into this social network, taps you into those huge industries. And that's really the premise of everything that we're so excited about here, is putting every single one of you in a position to tap into those industries with what we've already accomplished here. Well, Lawrence, I'm sorry, I didn't want to step on you, but I just wanted to throw that in there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So what I'm going to do real quick is just give you guys an overview of what the social network has, and of course you can go and you can download the app or you know, get the link from the person that invited you and experience it yourself. But to start, it's with showing your emotion. So on the left-hand side, you see Happy Halloween. Obviously, it was just Halloween here, but the one feature on there that you'll notice is hot, funny, and care. There's a flame, a smiley face, and a heart. And so this gives you the ability to interact with a post in more ways than just liking it or loving it or like we had previously in our recent version, just heating it up. You can now interact with a post by saying it's hot, hot and funny, hot and you care, or funny and you care. You can interact with it with more emotion. Then the next screen there, chat with your friends. This is where all your conversations come. They all come into one place. So whether it's a conversation that's a comment on a post, or whether it's a conversation that happens from a product that you've saved or commented on, it comes into things. And then, of course, private conversations that you have, individual chats or group chats with your friends. And then the next screen to the right of that is the profile. Of course, it's a pretty basic looking profile, background picture. We're actually doing some alterations this month, and we're going to add some more cool features to profiles. But for now, as you can see, it's where you can say something about yourself, birthday, where you're from, you know, marital status. It's also where you can connect with people, add them as friends, or chat with them, or you can see the friends following, so on. So it's a profile where a history of your posts are. Now the next screen is where it gets really, really cool, and this is where what really makes us unique. And I'm going to hit on some more key points that makes us unique, but I just want to really elaborate on how e-commerce and finding great deals has probably become one of the most unique features that we have within the app. So currently we're connected to right around 10,000 retailers, I want to say. We're about to double that, but we're still working on those integrations and testing, and it'll be closer to 20,000 retailers. Basically what our goal is to do, and what we're doing right now, is wanting to make it possible for the user to be able to search our social network and find the best deals out of all the retailers online for the product that they're searching for. And what makes that such a big deal is you don't have to you know, open 50 different retail websites and search for a product and compare them all. What this is going to do is when you search for something and say you clicked on one of those Fitbits right there, it's going to show you all the offers from all the retailers from the lowest price to the highest price for that product. So we're doing the sorting for you. In fact, we're working on some filters right now that we're also hoping to bring out next week, where you can really drill down on your shopping and be able to filter it by, you know, the category or the retailers you prefer, or the location wherever you are in the world. So we're also working on some of those things. And then, of course, in the middle, you see it says "See what others are sharing." And really what that is when you're searching a product and you click on a product, you have the ability to save it. And when you save it, you put it in a list, and you can have different lists, whether they're public lists or private lists. And what makes this really cool is people can follow your lists. And then when you save products and share them, people can go, and when they go into shop, or it's going to be searched, when they go into it, they'll see a list of all the things that their friends or the stuff that they're following, what they're shopping for. And of course, all these products are socially interactive. So if you were to click on one of them, you could comment on them, you could leave an emotion with the product, other people can comment on them, you can share them via private messages. There's all sorts of cool social interactions that we've layered into this online shopping. Now travel is going to work somewhat in a similar way as well when it rolls out next week, but we'll have a whole other screen about that next week. And then to the right, just like I was talking about, you can share products in a chat conversation. As you can see, I was sharing a couple things with Mike. That pizza thing actually looks really cool. But anyway, it actually does. But I heard somebody say it
does. I'm hungry.
it doesn't work as good as it looks, but I'm probably going to have to find out for myself. But anyways, so you can share things via chat. Now, just like I said, and I've mentioned a couple times, travel's coming. And what does this mean to everybody on the social network? Well, the way the e-commerce works is we have, like I said, thousands of retailers, and when people shop and buy, if whoever referred them is going to receive a commission on the retailers that commission a sale. And that's how it's going to work for travel for hotels. For airfare, it's not quite going to be like that because there's no margins in it. Same with car rentals. But for hotel deals, if you referred somebody who shops hotels on our site and books a hotel, you would receive a referral commission for that. So obviously it's travel. You can search deals on flights, hotels, and more. We're going to be adding check-in at locations to the social aspect, which will tie into the travel, because you'll be able to say, let's say Mike did a post and said, Mike Green is in New York with 3 friends. You'd be able to click New York and instantly from that be able to search hotels or travel to New York. And then the next one that he's about to set out there is discover things to do in your location. That's something, another way we want to wrap travel into the social posts so that when people tag their locations, you can see things to do in those locations, or they can go back to that post to source things. And those are things that are coming soon after travel arrives, as we expect next week. So, you know, and a lot of people ask, well, what makes it unique? What makes it different than all the other social networks out there? And besides everything with the shopping and the travel that I've been explaining, you know, we do not sell your personal information. Nor do we ever want to sell your personal information. We want you to feel comfortable that this is a social network that you can invite people to, that you control your information. And you also control the content you see in your newsfeed. Right now, you can filter it between your following, your friends, your best friends, but our plan this month is to roll out some more features to where you can really drill down in your newsfeed and look at stuff that's just funny, or look at stuff that's just your friends that are sharing products. So you can basically alter your newsfeed experience to see the content that you want to see. But in no way are we ever going to exactly dictate or show you a feed that we think you want to see. We're always going to let you have those controls with one click and just swiping right or left to see more or less of whatever content it is you want to see. And then the third one, and probably the most important part of this social network, is it's monetized by the user. It's monetized by you. It's monetized by the people that you invite. And it's not by us. You're monetizing this social network. You're the one shopping on it. We're sharing the commissions, and the money that this social network makes is shared with the users that shop, and it's also shared with the users that refer other users to the network. So this social network is monetized by you, the user, and not by us. And so, Mike, do you have anything that you want to bring into this?
All I can tell you again, Lawrence, I like the way you drill down. I know this is what's unique and what's really special to you. I think the information I have to share with everybody is even more so, but I definitely get it now. I mean, not selling personal information. My wife's real big on Facebook, and she gets, you know, she kind of gets overprotective, I think, sometimes of her personal information and pictures of kids and everything else. And I think that is probably a part that I undersell a lot, is the fact that our social network is so private. We're never going to sell your personal information. That's a big deal. But even more so, you know, I'm a Facebook user too, and I got to tell you, usually when I go to Facebook, it's all about, you know, looking at political statements and current articles and the volcano that just blew up or the earthquake, and you know, all of a sudden Facebook starts deciding what they're going to send me to see, right? I don't get to control my newsfeed, and you know, I could have somebody having a birthday or somebody just had a big event, and I don't see, it's buried in my newsfeed. And I love that part about our social network, that I get to go in and I can drill right into my best friends and see what they're posting today. Whether it's a political statement or somebody's birthday, I get to see it because I'm controlling my own newsfeed, and I think that's huge. And I got to tell you, the biggest part there, Lawrence, where you've given us the opportunity, each one of the end users, you've given us the opportunity to go in and shop and save, but then share what we just saved on, sharing what you saved with others, and putting us all in a position to actually earn from that activity, from sharing what you saved with somebody else. I think it's a huge deal. But Lawrence, I really appreciate you being here tonight. I know you love to sit in the background and answer questions. I don't know if you have time to do that tonight, but if anybody has any questions for Lawrence and stuff, feel free to throw them in the chat box. And Lawrence, if you want to chime back in later, you're certainly more than welcome here anytime.
All right, thanks for having me, Mike.
Hey, thanks for being here. Hey, guys, again, I just kind of want to hit, you know, for the people that are here for the very first time, and really explain just how simple this business concept is. I mean, truly, for once, you've got a platform where you can simply invite friends to come use something for free. Simply introduce your friends to it, where they can interact socially, post pictures, videos, share their shopping experience, but you're just inviting them. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in one of those other business deals where you tried to share your juice or your long distance or your paint patches or your eyelashes. Literally, I'm serious. There's those business models out there. I've been in a couple of them, but this is how different this business model is. You simply get to invite your friends into coming checking out a new social network. A social network is going to help them shop and save. And when they save, you can actually make some money. Now, what's in it for your friends that come in and join our social network? With one click, your friends get to shop thousands, as Lawrence just said, tens of thousands, and going up. That with one click, they're shopping all those retailers at the same time. They don't have to go from website to website to website to website. They're shopping thousands of retailers in real time for the best deals. Whether they're shopping retail or they're shopping travel, they're going to get a return of where's the best place to buy out of all these thousands of retailers that we're doing business with. So what's the benefit to your friends that you invite to come use the social network? They get to shop, save time, save money. It's a big deal. As I kind of alluded to just a few minutes ago, you get to earn for that activity. The friends that you invite into our social network, they come in, they shop, they save, and you actually get paid a little bit. You get paid a piece of an affiliate commission that's generated at point of sale. And that can be a really, really big deal. You can do this casually, or you can take this very, very seriously and turn that into a serious income stream. Now, you might be sitting back and saying, well, wait a minute, I don't have a lot of friends on social networks, or I'm not real social. And you guys, that's what iGrow Network and iGrow Speed is all about. We're the marketing division for the social network. And what we have here is a product that's going to help you build a bigger social presence. It's called iGrow Speed. iGrow Speed, the goal of iGrow Speed is to help you grow your social network. I'm kind of a casual Facebooker. About a couple, 3 years ago, I think I had 33 friends on Facebook. Today, I'm a little bit over average. At least that's what they tell me. I think I've got 600 or 700 friends on Facebook. But I don't know about you. I've met people that have thousands of people socially that they're connected to. Not just Facebook, but Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram and the rest of them. Tens of thousands of people that they're connected to. And that's what iGrow Speed is going to help you do. Help you grow your social presence here at it and at any other social network at the same time. iGrow Speed is also going to help you grow your iGrow network business. This is a business model where you can invite others to do the same that you may be thinking about doing, taking this a little more serious and building a network of other people that are out promoting our social network. Now, you can also use iGrow Speed to grow any business. Let's say you own a bicycle shop or a dry cleaners or whatever business you might have. If it has a website, iGrow Speed has tools that anybody with a website is going to want to have. That puts you in a position to actually sell another product, iGrow Speed. Anybody with a website is going to want these tools. As you start to discover what these tools are all about, you'll say, wow, I have a website and I'd love to have tools like that. Tools like live chat. Within 5 minutes of subscribing to iGrow Speed Pro or Pro Plus, you can have live chat working on your existing website. And that same feature is going to work for you on our replicated website that you'll have at iGrownet.com. Web form creator. So when someone goes to your website, maybe a website that you own today, and they fill out that form where you say contact us, you can rework that web form to where you're now going to get instant notification through text and through email. And that becomes pretty powerful. Instant SMS text notifications coming to you when someone wants to chat with you on your website or when someone fills out that contact form on your website. Those are the kind of tools that help people build their business faster. I mean, if you can imagine, let's say you got that bicycle shop website and somebody's on your website today. You wouldn't even know it. But within 5 minutes, you can have live chat working for you. And anybody that goes to your website that clicks on live chat can now be chatting with you. You're at the bicycle shop putting some bikes together today, or maybe behind the cash register waiting for somebody to come in the front door, and your computer goes off and says, hey, you got somebody on live chat. Somebody that's on your website has a couple questions for you, and you're in instant contact with them. That's a big deal. We've got mastery videos coming soon. There's smart mobile CRM that allows you to do this on the road as well. You got your smartphone with you. You want to know if somebody's reaching out to you in live chat or on one of your web form creators. Yeah, it's coming right through on your smartphone. But these are tools, again, that you can use to build your social network. Because when you understand how this works, the more friends you have, the more friends you've invited into our social network, the more you can make, right? but the tools are also going to help you build your iGrow network business, any business that you might already own. But guys, it's really simple the way this breaks down, okay? Anybody that you refer to the IT Social Network, we'll start with the IT Social Network. You invite a friend to come join the IT Social Network. They make a purchase. They shopped those thousands of retailers. They found the best buy. They bought. It generated an affiliate commission back to the company. The company takes 25% of that affiliate commission and pays you. It's that simple. If you sell iGrow Speed or Speed Pro or Speed Pro Plus, we'll talk more about those products here in a second, but you sell those products to a friend, again, a 25% commission coming back to you, not just 1 month, but every month, month after month, as they continue to pay for the services. Now, this is where it gets even bigger. Okay, infinity bonuses. We're going to have Vaughn Tarver come back here in a minute and talk about some of these income streams here. But I'm telling you, the infinity bonus is where the big dollars are made. If you want to come in and take a look at a simple business model that allows you to invite friends to come use a social network, invite friends to come in and build a business model that will pay them a lot, infinity bonuses are huge. We're talking about 25% commissions paid out on a monthly basis, infinitely levels deep. Again, Vaughn will explain that to you here in just a little bit, but it is a powerful, powerful income stream. But that's it. We made it real simple. 25% on your direct referrals, 25% in this infinity bonus that could pay in depth, that could get really, really ridiculous. I want to explain one more thing. I'm going to bring Vaughn on. But here's that 25% referral that I was talking about. And again, that's whether it's an IT user that has made a purchase on the social network, or it's someone that you've sold Speed or Speed Pro or Speed Pro Plus to. We have 4 different ranks in the program. The first one is called a manager, where you can earn 25% on all those direct sales, okay? But if you get to what we call manager, okay, and Vaughn's going to explain exactly how to get to manager, but you get to manager within the first 7 days, and that 25% commission jumps to 50%. You get to what we call director in the first 30 days, and you can get paid a 75% commission on all of your direct sales of Speed Pro and Speed Pro Plus, all the way retro back to the very first one. You become what we call a senior director, and again, Vaughn's going to go over this in a second, but you get the senior director, and we're talking a 100% commission on every single one of your personal sales for the first 60 days, retro back to the very first one. I don't know about you, but 100% commission is a big deal. It is a huge motivator, and the system we put together here really takes people from the beginning, from that very first day, and says, wow, I've got some goals set up for me already. Look what I can do if I do this in 7, if I do this in 30, if I do this in 60 days. Look at the reward, and there it is. That the roadmap is there. Now, let me do one more slide for you. I was going to have Vaughn do this, but I'll take care of this one too, Vaughn. There's that 25% infinity bonus that we were talking about. This is where big money can be paid out for a group of people that you've invited in to join you at iGrownet.com. Okay, we call it the infinity bonus. It pays out by rank. The first rank is that manager rank. Okay, from point of sale, someone buys iGrow Speed, Speed Pro or Speed Pro Plus. It's going to generate a commission, 2% commission, but to the very first manager. Very first manager, the system looks up, and the system might see maybe an associate here, another associate here, another associate, and then it finds that first manager and it pays that first 2%. So the first manager gets paid. Then the system looks up, continues looking upstream, finds the second manager and pays them 1%. The system continues to look upstream, finds that third manager, pays another 1%, and then finds that fourth manager and pays out a fourth 1%. You're talking a total now of 5% being paid out to a manager. Now, the system starts all over again, and it goes to the directors. That's the next promotional rank, and there's your director, and it just continues and goes until all those percentages are paid out. Now, let me explain something. You're thinking, well, what's 2%? What's 1%? What's the big deal? It all adds up. Let's say you're just a qualifying manager, and between you and the rest of the people below you, there are no other managers. Above you, there's no other managers. You can actually capture the whole entire 5% on that sale that's made, and you might not even have made that sale. It could be 3 levels deep, 5 levels deep, 15 levels deep, 15,000 levels deep. If you're the first upline manager and there's no managers above you, you're going to get paid all 5 of those bonuses. Likewise, if you're this top rank here, this senior executive, and we'll explain how to get there another day, but a senior executive, and you've gone out and you've shared iGrow Speed, Speed Pro, Speed Pro Plus with someone else, you're talking about making a 25% commission on that sale on top of the 25% commission you get paid every single month anyway. You're talking 50% coming back to you. That's a big deal. Now, Vaughn, are you there? Because I'm going to have you, wait a minute. You know what? I'm going to do one more slide. We kind of threw this in last minute, guys. I forgot it was even here. But people, you know, they say, wait a minute, Mike, what's a customer? What's CTSV? Because we're throwing all that jargon around. Guys, everybody's a customer. Whether you join it socially, so you just join the social network, that's considered a customer. If you join iGrow Speed, Speed Pro Plus, that's a customer as well. When you take all of the sales from either an IT user, the commissions generated by the IT user, or a Speed Pro Plus or Speed customer, you're talking about all of those sales being part of that customer team sales volume, okay? The ranks are broken down here. I'm not going to go through the qualifications on every single one of them tonight. We can talk about this another day, but you look at some really simple, you know, ways to get through these ranks. That's what Vaughn's going to go through here in a second. But let me cover that CTSV real quick. If you just have a friend that's on the IT social network and they make, let's say, $1,000 purchase, okay? $1,000 purchase, and we'll say this is just an estimate now, I bet, but we'll say that the commission on that paid back to the company was $100. Well, we'll say it was 10%. And guys, I can't tell you exactly what it is. That's why this is an estimate. Those percentages vary from retailer to retailer, from product to product. There's no way of telling you exactly what percentage is paying out on what sale. But in this case, we just threw an average, we threw 10% out there, $100 commission. That would create 100 in customer team sales volume. Okay, just like when you make a sale of Pro or Pro Plus or even Speed, it generates CTSV, a point per dollar. It's as simple as that. Now, Vaughn, I'm pretty sure you're up next. Are you there?
I am, Mike.
Boy, I left you all in 3 minutes, Vaughn.
Well, Mike, I appreciate that. That's more than you usually send me, but don't we have another, you know, we want to do the qual. There you go.
Oh, that's right. We'll get this in sync here pretty soon. Let me read this for you guys real quick. We're going to start, Vaughn's going to start giving you some real actual dollar scenarios here. I think we've got it mapped out for you. But before we do that, we got to stay compliant. So just remember that your success here depends upon your skills, your work efforts, and market conditions. iGrow nor it guarantee any level of income or success. How did I do, Vaughn?
Mike, that was really good. I can't even read all those big words, man. Hey, Mike.
Okay, it sounds like we might go over by a few minutes, Vaughn, but go ahead and explain the rest of this for me, if you would.
You know, Mike, I'm sitting here in my office, which is across from Mike's. I have a window in my office, and I'm looking out over the main room here at the headquarters, and our room is filling up because we have a meeting that's going to start here right after we wrap this up. And, you know, people are coming in because they're excited to see what we're about to discuss here in the next 5 minutes. In fact, we have some people that have flown in. One gentleman, Bud, from Shanghai is here in the office, came in yesterday with his friend Roy from Canada. Ron Pope is here. He came in from Southern California. The buzz is getting strong. Got Gene Lai that's come over from Malaysia. And this room's getting full of people. Why? Because they're excited, and what they're mostly excited about is why we call this the Blueprint webinar, because I'm going to show you the blueprint of how to get there. Why is that so important? Because in layman terms, it's real simple, folks. It's how to put your money in your bank account and at the same time build a foundation to your business that will pay you a residual income that is built in for you, that will come into you month in and month out. I'm going to touch on a few of these points during this little 4 or 5 minutes here that I'm going to spend with you. I'm not going to get into any details, but you come in here, and I'm going to use myself as an example. Say, Mike's come to me and he showed me this, and I go, you know what? I see the power in social network. Social commerce. I see this. It's making sense. But before I'm going to do anything, I'm going to look at it and go, okay, well, what's in it for me? So, how do I do it? What do I do first? How do I get started? And you look at your 3 packages with Speed, which is $50, Speed Plus for $100, and Speed Pro Plus for $150. And folks, we're going to use the Speed Pro Plus as our example here tonight. Why? Because this is the most simple, direct way to get here and double and triple and even pay full commissions, which I'll show you here in just a second. What do I do in my first 7 days? Mike, go ahead. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and share the It's Social network with everybody I know. You only have to get 2. Folks, that takes maybe a total of 5 minutes. It's free. I'm going to share with them, look, if you want to make money, you want to become an associate, here's how you do it. Go and refer 3 friends to iGrow Speed Pro Plus. And guess what? You do that in the first 7 days. Mike, why don't you show them? Well, that does. It makes you a manager. Look on the left side. I got a few numbers here for you. That's $150 times 3 friends. That's $450 total. That's 50% commission. 50% commission, folks. Retroactive to number 1, $225. Why is that important? You're doing a business, folks. You're doing a business, and I'm going to look at it, and Lawrence and Mike are trying to talk me into this, and I'm going, okay, what's my outlay to get this? I see it. How do I get started? How much is it going to cost me? How much money is out of my bank account today? Well, no, folks, there's no startup cost, so I get what I pay for. It's $150, and I go, okay, you mean I do this, and not only do I put my money back in my pocket to where everything's gravy from here on, and I put an additional $75 to boot in there, now I'm getting interested. Okay, so what do we do next? Well, we become a manager. Now we want to move to a little more serious here and become what we call a director. Put a few more people into your IT network. That gives you your customer balance. You take 2 friends that and show them that you got involved in this program that you just did in the first 7 days, and you help them become managers to add a few more friends, 3 more friends to be exact, to Speed Pro Plus, and you have become a director. And what does that do? That pays you 3 times. Now that's going back. Let's say you missed manager in the first 7 days. Don't worry about it. Gut it up, get it after it, and get that directorship done. And, oh, well, let's take a look at what the money comes out. Look on the left-hand side of this visual here, $150 times 6 friends, that's $900. At 75% commission, that's $675 in your pocket. Now, what I want to say about this is, folks, this is just for this part of the pay plan. This is not counting the residuals or the other part of our pay plan, which is called the Infinity Bonus. That's where the big money's at, but this is just on your own efforts here. We're not counting what Joe and Sam and Sue and all those people are doing as well, which counts in your paycheck too. You're now making 75% commission. That's unbelievable. Never seen that before. That's why this room's filling up full of people. Okay, we have one more little part of this, and I think it's a real important part. Folks, it's called the Founder 3000. If you become a director, or when you become a director, you become into a special group called the Founder 3000. People will just get in this business just to get into the Founder 3000. Why? Because you get an equal share of the viral installs that the company's going to pass out, and you double your e-commerce commissions. That's unbelievable. You can do all this in your first 30 days. We got one more. Let's get it up. And what is that? 60 days, folks. What do you want to do? Go get a few more of your IT people on the social network, and and then you go in and you get 3 of your people that you're working with and show them, hey, how do you do this? You've become a director, so you can show them exactly what you did. You add 4 more friends onto iGrow Speed Pro Plus, and guess what? You are now a senior director, and you are at 100% commission. Let's see how this works out. That's $150 times 10 friends. That's $1,500 at 100%. And guess what that is? $1,500 plus your other I think that ends up being $1,725. Do I have your attention? Now, folks, that's not counting the residual. Remember I said you're basing this and you're building a residual income. Let's kind of touch on this. Don't have a slide on this, so follow me real close. That's over, let's see, if you do this, that will be an average of about $375 per month residual income as long as everybody stays in. Folks, that's building a foundation of which to build. You can do all this in the first 60 days, and remember, it's all retroactive to your first person. So let's say you missed the first one, you missed the second one, you can still get to that senior director level. Do people do it? We had a guy out in Asia. I told you this last Tuesday night on this. 18 years old, could barely speak English, and he put 20 people in the business in the first 20 days. Unbelievable. And the good part of this, folks, is there is no limit. If you want to go out and put 100 people in your first 30 days, it'll pay you 100%. That's what's cool about this. So that kind of wraps it up. We've gone a few minutes over, folks. Could go all day. What do you want to do? Get after it. Go out, sign up, get the person who brought you on tonight, get activated, get your back office all set up, and get started today, folks, with us. This is one you don't want to pass up.